What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X, and I have just heard that Brock Lesnar will be facing Randy Orton at SummerSlam. And instead of just giving you my thoughts on what's gonna happen, how about I give you some predictions of what might SummerSlam be? Now I know Brock is gonna face forgot his name at UFC 200. Hold on, give me a second. UFC Brock Lesnar. My bad, guys, but I should have my notes, obviously. Yeah, so Brock Lesnar will be at UFC versus Mark Hurt. So that's gonna be like, and because UFC is real sports, maybe it's if whether he wins or not, it definitely depends on how they're gonna promote SummerSlam. I mean, and it also depends on who might go over. I'm predicting that Brock Lesnar will fight Randy Orton, and he will win because I don't see Randy Orton beating a UFC fighter. Plus, Randy Orton's getting pretty old and pretty boring lately, and I'm being honest. But I think maybe this could be Randy Orton's good final goodbye. I'm thinking that could be a great way to send off Randy Orton with one of the biggest dream matches we've been wanting, and finally we're getting dream matches. We're getting Brock and Randy Orton at SummerSlam. We're getting Prince Puma and Rey Mysterio Jr. at Ultima Lucha. And next week we're getting Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. 3 dream matches in less than a month announced. And I'm excited for all these matches to come in the near future. And so there's that. And I'm just curious what's going to happen with the WWE Championship picture. Maybe Dean Ambrose will fight Roman Reigns in their own individual match. I'm dying to see that. I know we got in Survivor Series, but that match was too short. Maybe this time they'll give him time to shine, and maybe this will depend on whether or not they will push Roman Reigns or not. Keep in mind, I will keep the crowd predicting. So before you guys bury Roman Reigns for the suspension, make it look like you guys are giving him a chance, and maybe he loses at Night of Champions. I'm not saying Roman Reigns will win at SummerSlam, but if he does, that would be crazy. And then if Dean Ambrose wins, and that's like a big selling match by itself. I mean, I already just booked that for you. That will probably lead to where Seth Rollins. How about maybe putting him with Triple H? I mean, we haven't seen Triple H in a while. I know people are dying to see Triple H. Maybe Triple H and Seth Rollins, since Triple H is the only one who hasn't fought the Shield. AJ Styles, I do see him fighting. What's his name? John Cena. AJ Styles and John Cena will happen again. I do predict that's going to happen. And I do think that this match will be better than the one at Money in the Bank. I like the Money in the Bank match. Everybody knows that it wasn't my favorite match, but it was definitely a really good match. I feel like SummerSlam they'll push it better because, I mean, it's SummerSlam. The stakes are much, much higher. And maybe this could lead to John Cena versus Rusev for the United States Championship at Night of Champions sometime in the future. Because right now the US Championship is not going anywhere. I mean, what's going to happen? Rusev versus Titus O'Neil again. Rusev versus... I'm also thinking, how about this? How about Rusev versus Darren Young? Which is an idea I had for a while. I mean, let's make Darren Young great again. But how about this? Have Rusev lose the championship at Battleground, and then maybe put him with Darren Young, the Primetime Players Collide. I mean, they had a pretty decent match at Elimination Chamber. The problem with that match is that it did not get enough time. So maybe this could be the great way to book 2 jobber tag teams, put them against each other, and make them some pretty dope mid-carders. I'm begging you, that could be like a great idea. Also, I'm also thinking, how about bringing Zack Ryder back in the mix? He won that tag team match at Raw, the Team USA versus everybody else. Maybe bring him back for the IC Championship picture. I mean, right now the Miz ain't doing shit. So definitely I want to see Miz and Zack Ryder fight for the championship. Maybe if that's not gonna work, then because right now Miz ain't doing anything, they're probably gonna do Miz and Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn will probably win that. Or I mean, also the draft is coming, so there's gonna be a lot of weird switches going on back and forth. And also, I feel like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens could still continue their feud. Maybe one final match, a last man standing match. That would be great. That's gonna be a phenomenal ass match. No pun intended. Also, how about the Divas division? Obviously they're building Sasha Banks and Charlotte. Um, so obviously that match is destined to happen. So really, there's nothing you can change from there unless if Bayley comes in and then we get another triple threat Divas women's championship match. Charlotte, Sasha Banks, Bayley, which I don't want to see. I gotta be honest, I don't want to see. But if Bayley is set to come back, maybe have a debut match with her. Maybe she could take on Dana Brooke or Becky Lynch or someone, to like debut her on SummerSlam. That would be a pretty good idea. But definitely, if you are destined to do that, if that does happen, I would probably put video packages as we go on. And as for the tag team division, obviously New Day and the Wyatts are still feuding. I heard that the Wyatts are gonna win at Battleground and they're gonna win the championships, and that will probably lead to a rematch here. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. I'm good. I'm cool with Wyatts and New Day. Also, how about Enzo and Cass? What about them? Maybe put them against the club, make them have their own individual match. I'll be good to see that. So that's just like some theories or thoughts for SummerSlam 2016. I mean, we already announced that Brock and Randy Orton are gonna fight, so that's gonna be amazing. I wonder what you guys think about my fantasy card or fantasy ideas of what might happen. It's me, the ALE XX. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.